Hello everyone. So for my presentation or item that I'm going to be teaching you all about, it's going to be about non-renewable versus renewable resources. I made a little PowerPoint that I will be sharing with you guys and kind of guiding you through each item and what it means, the definition, kind of talking you through it. So yeah. Okay, so here we are talking about renewable versus non-renewable resources. We're going to start with non-renewable resources. These include oil, natural gas, coal, nuclear energy, and these are all considered to be fossil fuels because they use fossils to create the energy that they use. Oil is primarily used for gasoline, diesel, and for making plastics. Natural gas and coal are primarily used for heating and electricity. A lot of these renewable and non-renewable resources are used for heating and electricity. Natural gas is mostly used for heating homes and cooking. Compositionally, it's mostly made of methane, whereas coal is also used for heating homes and generating energy for power plants. It has to be dug up from the ground rather than extracted or pumped from the ground like an oil or a gas resource. Nuclear energy produces energy that is used to power buildings. Like I said, a lot of these resources are used for electricity to power the buildings that we use every day. The nuclear energy specifically comes from more radioactive elements like uranium. It's extracted from mined ore and then refined into fuel. And the reason these resources are used primarily over renewable resources is because they are just cheaper for production, which is why they are so heavily consumed. Renewable resources include biomass energy, hydropower, wind energy, and solar energy. There are a few other renewable resources, but these are like the main four that we primarily use. Hydropower is used for electricity, obviously, and can be beneficial when there's a power outage because it only relies on the flow of water. So you don't have to worry about if you are able to burn anything or use or have something readily available to use for energy. Hydropower is also one of the oldest used renewable resources. As you can see, like they used to use it in mills when making like flour and things as the energy source for that. Biomass energy is primarily used for heat. It uses organic materials that come from plants or animals like wood and sewage and ethanol. Ethanol comes from corn and other plant materials, and it releases heat when it's burned. So the heat is used for the energy. Wind power also creates electricity. It's primarily used for like homes and other buildings, and it can be stored to a power grid actually. And solar power creates electricity by converting the radiation from the sun to power the buildings that we live in. So that was just a short description of non-renewable versus renewable resources. Hopefully it was informative and you learned something that you didn't know before.